It was funny. Yesterday evening, because I was offline, I literally started tweaking out. I was overwhelmed. I was like, oh my, I felt so disconnected. I felt so disconnected from work. Like, oh my God. It felt like everything was falling apart. Isn't that really funny? Because there's absolutely no data to back that up. There's no data. I think like if there's one piece of data to back it up was Lindsay took 6 phone calls and nobody signed up. And that's never happened to her. She signs up 1 out of every 3 phone calls. So that's there's this one, the teeniest little blip. I took my energy off of what I normally do. And then I was just like, I was funny. I thought everyone was like, hey, how's it going? It's like, it's great. And then I started doing this new thing at night where I kind of check in with myself. I've never really done that. I've not ever really done a huge evening practice, but it was really funny. I was sitting in bed and I was just like, hey, what's up with me? It's kind of what I do in the morning when I check in. I'm like, what is right here? And then I was like, oh, I'm like nervous about this and I'm nervous about this and I'm nervous about this. And I thought to myself, wow, that's so fascinating that this is here. Is it logical? No. Is it based off of anything? Not very much at all. And did it feel really shitty? Yes, because I'm used to a high level of energy. So I'm sharing this with you so we can humanize this work a little bit. So I don't just look like some like weirdo who doesn't go through real things. And it's okay. It doesn't mean anything. It doesn't mean I did anything wrong. It doesn't mean that I'm off my track. It just means that nothing. It means nothing. It's really cool because we only have to assign meaning. Like we can assign meaning to whatever. We can assign any meaning to anything. So it would be normal to assign meaning to that, right? Oh my God, I like had a dip. I just realized I'm nervous about things. I think the nervousness came from the other day, I really came to terms with I'm selling my house. You've been hearing me talk a lot about moving to Connecticut, and that's happening. And I thought I was going to sell my house to my mom, except the realtors came in and told me that the house is worth way more than I realized. And my mom can't afford that. And my mom's like, listen, I would also rather you have $250,000 more than me move into the house. She likes her house, but my house is nice. So she's like, yeah, okay, cool. I can do that. So like 2 or 3 nights ago, it was something totally unrelated, but I really came to terms with, oh my God, I'm going to actually sell my house. I love my house, you guys. There's no prettier place to drink coffee in the entire world. I fucking love my house. It's amazing. However, like I do want to be in a different location. So I was excited about that. But like, so this totally unrelated thing, I started feeling these emotions. I went offline yesterday, and probably that's what led to just, right? It's like Abraham will talk about it, like if you have one stick on fire and you put it next to other sticks, the other sticks will catch on fire. So it's kind of like I had some emotional turbulence on something over here. And then it just started catching on fire to my business stick or like, whatever else. My business stick, my health stick. So it felt last night like all my sticks were on fire. And it was all because of this thing. So I just want to humanize this and let you know that this is normal. However, it doesn't have to mean anything. You're not seeing me over here like thinking I'm a bad teacher, questioning nothing like that, right? It's just like, hey, I'm human. This happened. It's not a big deal. So I also released myself from the responsibility of fixing this last night. So last night I kind of just let appreciated myself for being aware and appreciating myself for not just trying to like stuff it away, feeling it a little bit, and then just recognizing there's energy work to do. I am not going to assign meaning to this. It doesn't mean anything. So I woke up in the morning. I had my friend ended up coming and staying over last night. It was good, and I brought my daughter to school. I brought her to her aunt's house, and then but I was still feeling this kind of energy, and it felt like a lot of energy, and it didn't really feel like I wanted to rewrite it or future cast. I was like doing some actually I knows, and I was doing a little future casting, but it wasn't working that much. Anyone else relate to that when you're like trying to do it and it just doesn't feel like it's working very much? So when that happens, look at all those dots. When that happens, we want to move energy in another way. There's other ways to move energy. two really powerful ways is to work out or to listen to music. And I love adding music into mine. But for whatever reason, this morning I felt called to work out. So I decided I'm going to put my workout clothes on. I'm still in them. And I went to the trail. I intended to walk the trail, but then I just had so much energy that I ended up jogging the trail, which is super weird because I haven't jogged in years. But we can also remember that physical movement moves energy. The most powerful way is with our mind, okay? The most powerful way is with our mind, because when we like go for the run or do the music or have the sex or do the plant medicine, those are all fun. Do all of this stuff. However, it's kind of outsourcing. It's like outsourcing the inner shifts. It's outsourcing the work. And that's why we do so much brain work in here, because doing the brain work is the most powerful thing, because we can do that all the time. We don't have to be on the trail. We don't have to be on vacation. However, I want you to remember, if you feel stuck and like you just can't do that stuff, no problem. Go sweat as much as you can. Go, I don't care. If you can only walk, buy a weighted vest. If you can only walk on the treadmill, put the incline on. Whatever it takes, whatever your cup of tea is. So you can move energy with working out. You can move energy with music. You can move energy just even sometimes getting out of your energy bubble. Like, let's say your energy bubble is your house and your place of work. And so that's all like, I don't, this is like super woo woo, but like that's where all your energies usually is occurring in that space. To just remove yourself completely. Go to a coffee shop an hour away. Get out of that radius that you spend a lot of time. Go somewhere beautiful. So you can, and then it's fucking magic. Then all of a sudden, you're right there ready to rock and roll again. Then you're right there ready to move into what you actually know. A lot of it can shed out without even having to rewrite it. So hopefully that was helpful. Little tip this morning or this afternoon to know you're human and you don't have to be perfect all the time. B, if something like that happens, assign 0 value to it. And C, if the normal work we do doesn't feel available to you, go sweat or go play music or get out of your space. Or there's other ways to move energy. Doing yoga, doing sweat, hot power yoga. It doesn't have to be Bikram. Bikram's awesome, but it doesn't have to. A lot of people are like, oh, I can't do Bikram sometimes. So there's other hot yoga that's not as hot. So there's really good other ways to move energy. If you don't know another way to move energy, then this is time to experiment. So you have a default one. I love going to hot yoga, but that was too far away. I didn't have time for that this morning. So if you don't know, let's try it out. Let's start experimenting. I'm curious what could be a backup if I just don't feel like I can do rewriting, if I just don't feel like I can futurecast. So let's choose 3 things for you to try and see if you like it. I don't know. How about a jog, yoga, or listening to amazing music, driving somewhere an hour away that you don't normally go to? So write those 3 down, try them out, and see if one of them is an easy cheat way to move energy. It's nice to have an easy cheat way in your back pocket for those days.